Oh yeah, now my people, it's your guy, the Niger Englishman, and we are back here, Tunnel TV, representing. Don't forget to smash the like button, share, comment, subscribe, whether you're watching it now or whether you're watching it on the replay. Make sure that you're hitting that notification as well, so you can keep up with all the information and all the content from Tunnel TV. But guys, we are here. Match week 1 is more or less over. I mean, I don't think anyone's really watching this Everton versus Leeds game, even though it's on in the background. No one's really like paying attention to it like that. You get me? But we're here. Obviously, the biggest game of the weekend. We know what went down. One team left with nothing. One team left with 3 points. There's going to be a lot of complaints about that on this stream, guys. So prepare yourself for the excuses and the deflections and the talking about history and the future and all that stuff. But yeah, we got the panel here. We got a couple of Manx, Liverpool fan. Got a couple of guests coming in later. I think we got a Tottenham fan and a Chelsea fan coming in a little bit later. But let's get down to the nitty gritty. Arsenal versus Manchester United, or should I say Manchester United versus Arsenal? Wait, how rude of me. How's everyone doing? Shit, sorry. How's everyone doing?
Big up, man. Big up, Kinley, man. Thanks for having me on. Big up everyone on the panel, man. Big up.
Big up, my guys. Happy to be here. First one of the season. I have no complaints. Well, that's not true, but we can always complain. I'm blessed. Happy to be here. Big up.
Ibrahim, are you happy like the rest of them?
Am I what?
Are you happy like the rest of them? Because you don't seem it.
Am I happy? I mean,
Ibrahim seems like he's here for business.
I'm not sad, man. I have a lot to say. Let's just get some business.
You gotta get down to the nitty gritty, yeah. That's what you want to get to. No problem. We'll take it there. No problem. So, yesterday, the Arsenal boys pulled up to Old Shattered. Obviously, came in, not had the best record at Old Trafford, if you look in history, but in recent history, decent record. Unbeaten there in the last 3 visits, I do believe. So
unbeaten there. Look how you make that sound, bro. You haven't won there.
Is it true or false? Is it a true or false statement?
You won twice.
Did I say a false statement?
You've won 3 times in about 18
Did I make a false statement?
You've won 3 times in like 18 years. The last 3 games. It's the way you're wording it. It's the way you're wording it.
What do you mean?
He said what he said. He said what he said.
I said what I said, and it's the truth. You're already mad. I didn't even lie. But yeah, so he pulled up to Old Trafford, and to be honest, I'm not gonna lie. We were not the better team yesterday. We were not. But that's what makes it so sweet. You don't need to be the better team in football. You just got to be the one that scores and prevents the opposition from scoring. But I'm going to open the floor because I'm seeing a lot of faces, body language don't change, huffing and puffing. Certain people's faces are going red. Get off your chest, man. What do you want to say, man? What did you think about yesterday?
Oh, I'm here for a debate, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just so lucky. I said, yeah, I'm gonna jump on, especially with the group chat and how shameless you are, bro.
Shameless.
Yeah.
Tell me,
shameless.
Okay, should we bring up something I'm shameless about? Should we
no. What, from 2 years ago? Yeah, right. All right, bro. Look,
2 years ago. See what I mean?
No, but look, like I'm up for an open debate on this game, but a proper debate. You know what I mean? But at the same time, credit to Arsenal. They did, come out of there with 3 points. They won. Obviously, it's a tough place to go. You came and got out of there with the 3 points. I can't take that away from you. We can talk about the game on how obviously the game went. I believe we deserve to win, but you already know that. But I don't want to critique my team too much because I actually believe we played pretty well. Do you know what I mean? Apart from not taking certain chances, maybe we could have had a penalty. You saw that Saliba. It's 50-50. I'm not even going to lie. It's not 100% in my opinion. It's still 50-50. We could have
to give, to be fair, but yeah, I hear it.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? But I think the goal shouldn't have stood, in my opinion. That's one thing. Like,
oh really?
Yeah.
Let's talk on that. Let's talk on that. What was it? What about the goal did you not like?
Bro, like I saw like pictures after he's holding his arm. So as he's going to go and get his arm up to clear it, Saliba's pulling his arm down. You can clearly see that.
He's not pulling.
I think even beat the PGLO.
He's putting his arm in his way, but he's not pulling.
No, he pulled his arm down. I can send you the link right now and you can see it. He's pulling his arm down.
Kunle, take your left arm, put your right hand on your elbow
on top of it to stop it. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Do it.
Why? Do I play professional football? Why do I need to do that?
Okay.
I'm not a professional.
It's a
footballer,
physics
bro.
lesson. It's a physics.
What do you
lesson.
mean? Like these
It's
guys are in the
I
gym
don't
on a day-to-day
understand-
basis. You're gonna compare them to Kunle that's been in the gym once
Okay.
a month for the
Okay, but
last
they're
how many
both
years?
in the
I
gym
beg.
every day, so you can apply
Yeah, go on.
that
Check
and say
your
all
phone.
things
I
are
literally
equal.
just sent you the thing now. Check your phone.
I don't want to
Swear.
go into a VAR tangent, but it bothers
Yeah.
me to my core that we have the ability to slow down images, but then we don't apply the theories and like the things we know about physics to these
100%.
things. Like
Nah, he
naturally
didn't pull
certain,
it. Shut man. No
Come on, bro.
naturally
It's right
there's
there.
things that cannot happen
wait.
because of we know
Like,
these
what are
things
you-
exist
I
in
just sent
physics,
it to
bro.
you.
It's ridiculous.
I'm looking at it. I can't see anything wrong there.
You what?
Hold on.
Link, I'm gonna
All
send it to you. Link's already seen it.
I've
He's
seen
talking
it.
about
I've
it.
seen
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
The laws of
Everybody
physics don't agree
everybody
with
has
that
seen it, to
statement.
be honest. Everybody has seen it. Even the Arsenal fans have seen it. I
Yeah.
actually posted something on Instagram today where an Arsenal fan was saying, look, that shouldn't have stood, right? Everybody's
Yeah.
seen it.
I think I saw that on AFTV, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. I think I saw that.
Everybody's
Yeah.
seen it except the referee.
Yeah, man. But look, like I said, innit? I think the one thing I can take out of this game is United. Obviously, we're in phase one with this manager. The team's obviously still got a gel. First game of the season. I hear all of that, so I don't want to get onto my team too much, even though I do believe we should have done more to win the game. On the 70th minute, I'm probably thinking, let's just throw the kitchen sink at it because these ain't doing much. I think they had one chance with Saka on the 93rd minute or something, bruv, where De Ligt cleared it. But other than that, they weren't really doing much. But it's just one of them ones. It's frustrating.
Hey, do you know what? Wait, hold on. Like this, the goal shouldn't have stood is absolutely outrageous, man. If you're
there's 2,000 there. There's
if your
2,000.
keeper was on the weights and in the gym and was strong enough, like our keeper is.
You shouldn't have to be, bro. If you're sitting there all over him, you shouldn't have to be.
Our keeper doesn't stand for any of that, bro. He commands his box. Tell your guy to command his box. He commands his box. That don't happen to him. Commands his box. That don't happen to him, bro.
Spurs or Newcastle.
You get what I'm saying? You got what I'm saying? You got to play the fine line in this state. You got to play the fine line.
Do you know what it is, bro? Any other team?
I won't. Hey, M. I won't lie. We play the line when it comes to these set pieces. We play the line so fine, but we're not doing anything illegal. You get what I'm saying?
Well, it's funny because the PGLMO actually come out and said that goal shouldn't have stood. Mark Clattenburg come out and said that goal shouldn't have stood. Refs are coming out saying that goal shouldn't have stood. But
Kunle, I don't agree with that. So we all have different views on this. That goal should have stood, and it did stand. And we ended up winning 1-0 yesterday. Because
why do you have so much energy about the refereeing displays? Is that like an Arsenal thing, or is that just
the what?
Is that just how you feel in the moment? Why is like you have so much energy about this referee thing, but like I feel like there was a core part of your fan base used that as one of the excuses last year. So I'm
100%.
Like,
Link,
is
if
it
that
like,
was you, Link, if that happened to you, Link, if that happened to you and you got away with it, they'll fully be calling out saying that's a foul. Last season, there would have been that's a foul that shouldn't have stood because it's Man United.
Do you know what? For me, I understand in terms of
the
fan base.
Do you know what?
I understand the fan base how they talk because my fan base are crazy. I'm not gonna lie, they are crazy and they talk a hell of a lot of nonsense, especially about the refs. I've vowed over the last few years to not complain about refs because I get told I'm a complainer. You're always talking about the refs. So the last few seasons, I've not even ever spoken about them because you can't win or can't lose whenever you bring up the ref situation.
Mm-hmm.
Look, in this particular scenario, I think it was a clear goal. I'm not trying to be biased. I'm not saying this, that, whatever. I think the goal should stand. If anything, I'm going to be mad at my keeper in that scenario. You can be all and well and try and be mad at Arsenal for playing the dark arts to the line. You can't be mad at us for that.
No, that's true. There's two. I think Bruno gave the ball away leading up to that goal. So you can look at Bruno giving the ball away. You can look at us giving away the corner. Apparently, giving away corners was supposed to be like a non-negotiable for the team. They went through it. We knew how dangerous you were in corners, and we still obviously let that happen. I get all of that, but the law's the law. That's a foul, bro. Do you know what I mean? And even before that, you can see he's digging up Mason back. Mason, like there's 2,000 that one bit. But anyway, look, forget that. Like what Link said, we're not going to talk.
What do you mean forget that after you spent the first 5 minutes talking about it?
It's just clarity. Yeah. This whole panel agrees that it's a foul, apart from you.
We all want clarity. That's all. It's just clarification.
Literally, bro. And but at the end of the day,
it's going to be the season. All right, I see it.
At the end of the day, bro,
you have no idea.
Bro, with that performance there, Link's probably sitting back thinking, bro, he's licking his lips, bro, going like that. League title, bro. He's licking it, literally, bro. It's just.
I have a question for you, right? From what you saw yesterday, are you very impressed?
No, I'm not too
obviously-
impressed. No.
Hold up.
With who? With who?
Compared-
Man U or Arsenal?
Compared to what we did last season, right? Where pretty
Mm.
much every game was a shit show. Looking at yesterday's game, are you impressed with what happened yesterday? Vis-a-vis our outlook for the rest of the season.
To be honest, bro, like I saw slight differences to last season. The way we were pressing, it was like Kunle would sit there and say, "Look, Arsenal played shit," but I do believe that's down to us making them look shit. We did press them. Their midfielder didn't get time on the ball. In terms of this season and last season, I'm just seeing a fitter team, a more press. Like they want to press more. But in terms of goal threat, I'm not seeing much of a difference, if that makes any sense. There's times where the wingbacks are getting the ball, they're trying to cross it in, but there's hardly no one in the box. There's times we're trying to counter-attack, but obviously we're slowing it down. The game could have gone different ways if we just didn't concede that first goal. But it's just one game, bro. Do you know what I mean? I need to see more. Like, it's Arsenal. Believe it or not, we always turn up against Arsenal, bro. So it's like, I do want to see how we're going to play against, like, the lesser teams. Not the lesser teams.
Yesterday.
Bro, you saw glimpses. Ask centre back, your main centre back, what Cunha done to him, bro, on a halfway line. Do you know what I mean? Ask him.
I don't think Man U played up to the occasion today. Yesterday. I really don't. Like,
Similar, they played
What do you
like
mean
a
by that?
handbrake on
Please
it.
elaborate.
I think.
What do you mean by that?
I think this game is one of those games where you have to look at it. Not saying it is a preseason game because it's the first game of the season and it counts. But if you're looking at it from both teams, if you want to take the positive out of it, you have to examine it as a preseason game. For Manchester United, whether you like Amorim's system or not, I am one of the fans of Amorim. If you like the system or not, you know that better players make the system better. Regardless of how you feel about the system, it will look better with better players. I think the problem with Man U is the personnel. So as they add more players, the idea is that they fit the system or the idea of how he can play, and that they will improve the side. What you saw against Arsenal is a lack of chemistry from the players from last season and the old brigade and the players from that were just brought in. I feel like the quality helped and kept it as close as it was, but it wasn't. You guys didn't stay in this game because it was Man U versus Arsenal. I think you stayed in this game because the quality of player you had to offer was just better than you had last year.
No, that's a
I
good
didn't
point.
like the way Diallo played.
Just to buttress what you said, right? I was going to ask you, all what you just listed, that is whose problem? Well, you don't need to answer. I'll answer it for you. I'll tell you what I think. You know, it feels like if you we went the entire season, having lollipop, everyday lollipop, right? And all of a sudden I'm saying ice cream and I'm like, oh yeah, ice cream. And I'm like, what the hell? I could have champagne. I could have, Hennessy. I could have whatever. Obviously, I can have something better than ice cream. So the thing is, people are saying, I was part of those people until I woke up this morning and I saw the game again. I saw the highlights of the game and I'm like, you know what? This is bullshit. People are saying they were impressed with what happened yesterday. If we finished fourth last season, we finished fourth or say fifth last season, and we saw what happened yesterday, we'd be like, fuck that. This is bullshit.
100%.
That was totally underwhelming. I'll tell you what. The fact that I could even score a goal, it reminds me of what happened in that Europa final, where Tottenham pretty much said, let them have the ball, they're not going to do shit with it. That's what Arsenal did. They let us have the ball, and we didn't look like we're going to do anything with it. And the problem is what happens in the final third, which was a very huge problem last season. We added goal scorers to solve that problem. But at the moment, that chemistry that Link was talking about is still very, very absent, and that is an Amorim problem, right? You decided to get these players. I said on this stream, I think 2 or 3 shows ago that if you have all these players, right, I'm really afraid as to how you're going to set them up. So you have Mbeumo, you have Cunha. I don't ever want to see Bruno in center midfield. If you give Bruno acres of space, you are setting him up for a disaster. When Bruno sees space, he runs mad. He does nothing with spaces, right? I feel like Bruno is a lot better in tight spaces, and the only way he's going to be in tight spaces is if you play behind the striker. Now, if you have Mbeumo, you have Cunha, I don't think Bruno is going to walk in that place unless you want to bench Bruno.
Yeah, we were talking about
which I don't have a problem with.
Bring in Prime Makelele. Put Makelele in that midfield and put Bruno next to Makelele, and he would make Makelele look bad. It's not no matter who you put next to
Guess
him.
what? We don't have Makelele. We have bloody Casemiro and Ugarte.
Did Bruno play bad yesterday?
I think he didn't have a good game, Link. I'm not going to lie. He gave the ball away for the first goal.
I enjoyed Bruno's game. Other than that,
like yesterday's game.
No, but I can name about 4 or 5 players that probably had a better game than him. I think.
But you have to think of this role.
Why are you not always so harsh on Bruno, your best player? I don't
No,
get
Link, you know what it is? It's not that. It's not that.
Need to be objective. Needs to be objective.
Did he
It's
lose
not
the
even
ball?
that.
Was he playing grenade football yesterday? Yes or no? I don't think he was.
You can see that he wanted to.
He wasn't.
You can see that he
He
wanted.
wasn't. Guess what?
That's my point.
Like I said, Bruno is less effective in that space. And the only reason Bruno's played in that space was because, once again, this man called Ruben Amorim wanted to accommodate that guy called Mason Mount. I don't care how much.
He's the guy that watches him in training.
No, I'll tell you what. Put Cunha
as a false nine. He might be the manager's man. You know, Mason's usually teaches bet. He always teaches bet, no matter which manager is.
It's him and Bruno, Kunle. It's him and Bruno.
Put Cunha as a false nine.
They're probably really close as well.
Play Umbuemo and Bruno behind Cunha. Those are two very good finishers.
100%.
And Ibrahim, look, hold on. With all that being all that aside, Man United fans do have reasons to be positive, encouraged by yesterday's performance. Like, no, I'm not even trying to take the piss. There were some encouraging signs. You did hold us off a lot, even though we looked a little bit rusty still on pre-season. You took advantage of every mistake we made. We made quite a few.
We scored a freaking goal. What are you talking about?
Kule, do you remember the performance last year? Do you remember the performance last year at OT where the Bruno free kick, and I think you lot scored a last goal to draw.
1-1.
Yeah,
in the 77th minute. Yeah.
I think that game we actually performed better.
Nah.
We actually stuck it on you that game. You lot got lucky to even get out of there with a draw.
You didn't stick it on anyone, bro. You didn't stick it on anyone. This game, I would say you more stuck it on us, but we dug in. I mean, if you can't break us down, don't let us get a set piece. That's the reality here.
But that's
talk on these long throws as well, bro. What are we doing here, man? Long throws in the first minute of the game. What are we doing here?
I don't understand. Is it not a weapon? If you have it in your arsenal, you're not supposed to use that as a weapon.
Bro, you lot have gone from playing Barcelona tiki-taka football to Stoke, bro. Honestly, it's crazy, bro. I don't know how you don't see it. How are you not worried? Again, the only goal you can score is a set piece.
When we don't have variety to our game, they complain about us.
All right.
When we have variety to our game, they complain about us. No matter what. When we win, we batter a team, they complain.
No, but
when we just about beat a team, they complain. Look, we didn't show up. We didn't show up yesterday, 100%.
That's fine.
We're the ones that left with 3 points. Why should I be upset about it? It could be a one-off.
Do that against Liverpool. Do that against Liverpool and watch how they slap you up, bro. Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. Do that against City, Liverpool, because he knows it, bro. Try and do that shit against go to Anfield and try and sit there with 1 goal lead and defend, because you done that last year and it cost you the league. You done that against City and it cost you the league.
If you really believe in your heart, this is the Arsenal performance for the rest of the season, then no problem.
Well, I'm hoping.
Then no problem, bro. Because if you believe we're gonna show up to Anfield and play like that, then no problem, bro. Yes, if we do show up to Anfield like that, if we do show up like that, for sure, no doubt, they'll rip us apart. We're not gonna do that, bro. Iron out a few kinks. Obviously, Gyökeres has not really had a pre-season with us. He's had not even 90 minutes of football with us yet, but maybe just about now. So do you get what I'm saying? So he needs some time. The team needs to adapt to the new style. We got to create a new style for him. Let's be honest. He barely saw the ball because we weren't creating opportunities for him. So we need to do something different. And one player that is probably the deciding factor of our season. And I'll be honest, if he doesn't fix up and get it right, we are fucked. There's no doubts about it. There's no other person in the team that I reckon could carry it in the position that he plays in. So if he doesn't switch on, and that's Martin Odegaard. He was washed yesterday. He has to figure out how to drop into them, run into those spaces that a Havertz was taking up as false 9, because Gyökeres ain't going to be in those spaces. He's got to take those spaces and conduct the game from the middle of the park. Can he do it? I don't know. I know when he plays with a proper 9, i.e. Haaland, he creates chances for the 9. So if he can do that, then you never know. But it's one of those you never know right now. All I know is 3 points. I don't expect us to perform like that again for the rest of the season.
You've got 2 games, bro. You're playing Liverpool in 2 games
this weekend.
We've got Leeds next, though.
No, Leeds and Liverpool, yeah.
Leeds at home. We got a chance to really get our shit together at home with our crowd, with our fans behind us.
It's not going to be. This is the thing. Leeds isn't going to help you in your preparation for us.
Well,
if you're talking about the midfield, the problem, Odegaard needs to play better. but Odegaard's play and performance is a symptom of the rest of the midfield and how it's set up. You realize that, right?
Sure. Yeah, for
set
sure.
boys.
For sure.
Like,
The
you
reality
guys-
though is I'm not scared of playing you lot.
You should be.
You know, instead of who?
I'm not lost for you lot in like 3 years, so I'm not scared of playing you lot anymore.
Can I
Anfield ain't as
tell you-
intimidating as it once was, bro.
You
We
should
don't
be.
see it like that.
Okay.
Let
Why?
me tell you what I think Arsenal is going to struggle with this season, right? Which I noticed yesterday.
You ain't beating us for 3 years in the league, bro.
Look,
When have you
Arsenal.
played
Why
well
should
at
we be
Anfield?
scared?
When have you played
Hmm?
well at Anfield? When have you played well at Anfield?
We've never lost there though.
When have you played well at Anfield?
The 2-2 we played well.
The 2-2?
Yeah.
You're lucky.
What was that?
That was-
Wait, was that?
That
was
the
at
game
Anfield?
that Arteta threw
think
by
it was-
keeping Zinchenko on. The 2-2, the
the
first
game
title run.
the game where you bottled and then okay. So that was 2 years ago?
That's why you were 2 goals ahead of that
Well,
game,
I'm
wasn't
not,
it?
you could, yeah, we definitely bottled it, but we played well in that game, though. That was Arteta's fault. We should have seen that game out 2-1. That was Arteta's fault. Either way, you've not beaten us there in the last 3 games. So all this one that you're flexing.
It's last 3 games.
We've okay, 3 years in a row. I'm talking about
Okay,
3 seasons.
cool.
Okay, sorry. Liverpool have not beaten us in 6 games. Does that make it better for you?
Yo, chat, you got your first
Does
clip.
that make it better for you? They've not beaten us in 6 league games. We've
There you
won
go.
2 of those 6
Hey,
league games.
hey, your
No,
big,
bro,
your big 6
So
record.
what?
is
So why
impeccable.
are
Your
you
big 6
hyping?
record is impeccable, bro. It's okay. Come on, come in.
No, exactly. So
Come
that's
Anfield.
what I'm saying.
Come Anfield.
Listen,
Bring that
there's no
record
reason
here.
for me to be scared. I'm not saying you
okay.
lot can't beat us, but there's no reason for me to be scared considering my big 6 record. I lie. Would you be if you had that record?
Bro,
Yes,
you
if
guys-
if you added context to it. I mean, I feel like this isn't necessarily you, but a lot of people that wear the same colors as you like to omit context when it suits them. So I got my hater glasses on. I know you can't see them, but I have all the smoke for Arsenal.
No,
fans.
no.
I see them. I see them.
I
Luke, I
saw
see
it
them.
backstage, so I'm not
Yeah,
upset.
Yeah.
You know what I think Arsenal's biggest problem is going to be this season, right? It's the same thing we are going to suffer from, and I mean I feel bad for Šeško already.
Tell him 4-0 down.
You're coming into a team where the wingers are used to, cutting inside, playing the finish shot and all that stuff, which Saka tried to do a couple of times yesterday, right? If you noticed, I didn't see Saka really try to get the ball into the box 18 for Gyökeres or anything. Same thing that Ahmad came on yesterday, had all the flair, still didn't think of getting the ball into that space.
It was
But
the
thankfully, we
cutbacks.
have Mbeumo, who has a very creative mindset. Cunha is more like a natural, onside kind of player. He just wants to score. I feel Gyökeres is also going to suffer from that as well, and that's going to take a while to get for you guys to adjust to. Which ultimately, like you said, the only person who can
I
make
think
that
that's
better-
more hope than expectancy.
The
I
only
hear it.
person who can make that better is Odegaard. If you can come to the party, get the ball into the box 18 for Gyökeres,
Yeah.
got a big chance. But if you rely on Martinelli and Saka to do that for you, bro, it's gonna be a long.
Please don't mention that Martinelli.
But unfortunately, that's your starting winger, man. Who do you want to play there?
But hey, it could be even still. I'm not necessarily over the moon about him as a signing, but I know he's trying to get to the byline and whip it in. Madueke, when he's on, he's always looking for the
No,
centre
he
forward.
looked awful yesterday as well.
He
But I don't
looked
want to just
fucking
get
dog
on to
shit
him.
yesterday.
Yeah.
He looked fucking dog
But
shit.
you know what,
I'm
Conor,
not
what
lie.
wanted to ask you about them. So, bro, obviously Odegaard, I see like a lot of Arsenal fans kind of like, getting up impatient with him, yeah. But
Mhm.
would you reckon, if you kind of like did drop him and just go with like Moreno, Zubi,
No.
and Rice? Because in my thought process behind that is you'll get the ball out wide quicker. You'll get the ball out wide quicker and probably more balls in the box. Whereas Odegaard, everything has to go through him.
My
Do you know what I
issue
mean?
with
No,
my
it's
issue with that
different.
midfield is because Moreno's in that midfield. I can't do it. I can't do him in the midfield. He's like an extra referee.
As a false nine.
When he
though.
plays in the midfield, he's like an extra referee. If he plays false 9, last 30 minutes, I don't mind it. So don't ever suggest that again. Moreno in our midfield, don't you dare.
But
Okay.
If anything, I wouldn't
right?
mind looking at Ranieri in there, but Moreno.
What's the difference? Well, I won't. That's an obvious question, but what are the benefits of having Rice in that advanced left 8 when you have possession versus Marino?
Rice can actually drive with the ball.
Not
Marino
much.
can't.
Not when we're not talking about in your half. We're talking about when you're actually in the attacking third. What does Rice give you over Marino?
He can run with the ball.
No.
Well,
But you're
you
not
don't have
running
to-
with the
I'm
ball
te-
when you're
I'm
already in
telling
the
you
final
what, bro.
third.
You might not like my answer, but that's my answer.
But that answer is why your midfield has problems. Because once you get into the final third, Odegaard has one option: find Saka or cycle the ball around. So 2. But what if he looks left? He gives the ball to Rice. But you've already seen your team likes to play around Rice because he's not that good in the final.
No, but he doesn't have one option. He also has Martinelli. He also has
Yeah,
Gyökeres now as well.
Who?
Trossard or Madueke or Trossard.
Madueke, yeah, you're gonna put them in that category. So the thing is, yes, Gyökeres can help in the future, but what we saw from the first game is that chemistry needs to be built still. The runs you guys were making were constricting Gyökeres' space. You guys don't play direct enough yet. So
I hear it.
There has to be, you guys have to play more direct, and you also have to find the balance of Arteta wanting to try to feed Gyökeres in the spaces that he likes versus having too much risk on the back end, because we know Arteta is risk averse. So there's a compromise that will have to come.
We need to fix up those decisions and make those tactical changes ASAP. But even without all that, we're still able to leave Old shattered with 3 points. So I ain't mad at that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at that. Man. We move in it. Man, United can talk about
as a Liverpool fan.
The better team played well and all that shit. I don't give a damn.
Bro, listen, bro, with that performance, I hope you go on to win a league with that performance. Well done.
Thank you. If you think that's how we're going to perform for the rest of the season, then that's on you, bro. But moving on.
I'm looking forward to that Liverpool game, boy. I'm looking forward to that Liverpool game. Link, I guarantee you 2 goals, a penalty, and a set piece, bro.
Why are you not looking forward to you lot playing Liverpool? Why are you not looking forward?
Wait, don't worry about us. We got Grimsby, bro.
But you're worried about us. So why should I be worried about it?
We're bouncing back, CMS.
You got who next game?
Grimsby, bro.
Grimsby and what?
Bro.
Carabao.
You're already playing Carabao Cup, bro.
Yeah. So what?
You're taking a piss. You lot are involved in the Carabao Cup already. What, round one?
Good, bro. We're good.
You're involved in round 1 of the Carabao Cup. Mr.
One
Link,
game a week, baby. One game a week. Don't worry about us.
This is an all-time low for you, man. How are you already involved in the Carabao Cup, bro?
They need all the games they can get, brother.
Brother,
you know,
how? I didn't even, bro. How?
Is it based off your league
I didn't even think it starts till fucking October.
I'm not even sure, Link, how they judge that.
I think it's because you guys have no Europe.
That's not true, man. Because
that's probably why, maybe. Yeah,
that is crazy. Unfortunately, there's no Chelsea rep to rep them today, but I think we should talk about Chelsea yesterday because I don't know about you lot. I saw a rule that I've never seen executed before. They tell me it's because it's never been in an offensive situation where the players actually scored, which is why we've never seen it. But I really doubt that. If I go through the archives, I know if we all go through the archives, we'll see multiple games where situations like that happen and someone scores and nothing's done about it. Personally, my only thing is, if they're going to say it's the rule, it can't be just the rule for a month. They've got to keep that.
No. Rephrase it. If they're going to say that's the rule, then similar rule should also apply to some people that like to play set pieces, right?
100%.
That's got nothing to do with anything.
No, I'm just saying, like, you need to.
That's got nothing to do with it.
Yeah. So
what rule did we break? But we didn't break a rule, apparently.
Bro,
you did. Bro, I just told you. The PGLMO came out and said that goal shouldn't have stood. You got other referees coming.
The PGLMO. Get the
whatever
fuck
they're
out.
called,
You
bro.
don't even know the fucking initials, mate.
Whatever they're fucking called, bro. They've come out and said, listen, that goal should not have stood. Mark Clattenburg came out himself and said that goal shouldn't have stood. There were 2,000 there. But anyway, we've moved on for United.
I was watching Ref Watch on Sky Sports News. My man said he was in agreement of it, so I'm going with that.
The one person. All right, cool.
David Ellery or whatever.
Do you know what it is, though? Yeah, couldn't. Here's the thing with me. Yeah, if that happened to us, I'd fully sit there and be like, "Yeah, cool. We didn't deserve to win. The goal shouldn't have stood." I'll be like, "The goal shouldn't have stood, but we won the game." But I'll still admit the truth.
Talk about your complaints, bro.
Just admit the truth, bro. Just admit the truth. That's all I'm saying.
Talking about Chelsea, you know.
And I love how you start with Chelsea and you start with a referee.
Anyway.
You couldn't write it, CMS.
You know what I'm saying? No, I just want to talk about it because
the Chelsea free kick, right? I want to ask you.
Yeah, I'll ask you first, and then you tell me what you think about it. Have you ever seen a situation like that before, where that's the scenarios happen?
I can't think of anyone right now, but to be honest, I kind of understand it, and I'll tell you why. Right, the push was very aggressive. It was extremely aggressive. Now think about it this way, right? There's a set piece, there's a corner kick coming. Someone's about to go for the ball. Imagine if you apply the same level of force to get someone out
No,
of
but
it.
the push had nothing to do
hold
with
up.
it, though.
I think the
That
ankle
wasn't
is the
the
problem
reason
here.
for the
I
disallowed.
think the ankle is the problem here because the ball was coming straight at them. He pushed him away because it was clearly in the side of that shot.
No, but Ibrahim, that's not the reason for why the goal was disallowed. I hear what you're saying, but that's not the reason.
What was
for
the
goal
reason?
being disallowed. The reason is because let me read it out. Let me read it out.
Wait, are we talking about the free kick? The easy free kick?
Yeah, bro. Let me read it out to you. I've never heard it before. That's why I was saying
It's
something
basically
I've never heard
obstruction. They said the infringement or the pushing happened within a meter of the wall.
Yeah, so it said
It's an indirect free
where
kick.
three or more defending team players form a wall. All attacking team players must remain at least 1 meter from the wall until the ball is in play. The fact that apparently that didn't happen. That's the reason. So it had nothing to do with the push.
Well, we learned
which is the problem with VAR because they never help themselves with their explanations. You should have just left it. It was the push because you could.
Yeah,
say, okay,
literally, they
that's
could have gone
obstruction.
with that, and everyone would be like, "All right, cool, that's a bit, it's a bit mad,
you
but
can't-
all right."
But yeah, you
But that
can't push people
explanation
out of the
was
way.
fucking bonkers.
Yeah, they're
What?
saying it's Mark Gay. So after
The
review,
more time I read that, it still makes no
less
sense.
than
I'm
1
like,
meter
okay.
away from the wall as the shot was taken. Therefore, it's an indirect free kick and a goal was disallowed. Yeah, that's a bit mad. I don't.
Like
Yeah,
what kind of
I'm
explanation
hearing
is
that
that?
for the first time. But other times they probably just let it go because nobody saw it.
I don't know, man. I think it's
You know what,
like,
though,
I don't know, man.
They see other stuff though, innit? It's crazy. Like so many disallowed goals.
They didn't
like-
see the handball though.
You see these funny rules? I have a feeling that the bullshit you guys do, Arsenal, yeah, that bullshit you do, you're gonna make them review the rule for corner. I'm serious. I'm very, very serious.
And if they do, then maybe you lot will get your wish. But until then, we're riding.
You know how Pope.
The only reason it will change is if you bitches keep complaining about it. That's the only reason they're gonna do that. Bro.
You know, Arsenal has scored 31 goals from corners since the start of 2024-25 or the end of 23-24.
How many goals?
I'm not surprised.
31.
31.
I'm not surprised.
Guarantee you, yeah. If we rewatch all of those goals,
no?
If we watched all of those goals back, I guarantee you'll be able to pick a foul in at least one of them.
100%. That's what happens. Yo, that's what happens. That is what happens every time. The same thing happened to us last season. The same thing happened to us last season.
Anyway, back to Chelsea, main character syndrome. So, look, if that goal stood, I couldn't see Chelsea scoring a goal in that game, guys. I don't know if you guys agree with me. But
yeah, they weren't scoring that game.
I think Palace, they deserve the win. Obviously, they'll leave a point away from home. That's a great point, but I think they deserve the win, man. And
is anyone convinced, like with Chelsea, like to get like top 4 or like 100%?
Yeah, they're winning the league, bro. What do you mean?
No, but I don't even think they believe that, bro.
What?
Are you sick?
Yeah.
Chelsea winning the league. They've got the best squad in the league, bro.
Chelsea?
Are you crazy? Yeah.
Chelsea? Nah, man, I don't think so.
Hey,
until Liverpool get Isak, Chelsea got the best squad in the league.
No, man, their defense a little bit shaky. You can't get at them.
Chelsea got the best squad in the league. 49 players signed in the last 4 years. Don't do that, bro.
Just because of their squad doesn't mean they've got a good team, bro.
Bro, they're world champions, bro. Are you taking a piss?
No, I don't know. I'm not putting them on that pedestal.
Kunle is being shameless, but at the same time, you're bugging.
All right, not like America world champions, where they just champions of USA.
Bro, they're playing, man. It's a preseason, bro.
They beat up man from Brazil, beat up man from Dubai, all them places there. They beat up every man.
So
the world champions.
This is the Premier League, bro.
They got.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
they got arguably the best number 10 in the league. The best number 10 in the league, arguably. They just João Pedro for some reason decided to start finishing when he got to Chelsea. The momentum is high. They've obviously they're with the Pep disciple who's been there when Pep's won the league. Bro, they got all the they got killer squad. They got all the tools, bro. Don't tell me they can't do it just because of a draw against Crystal Palace.
No, it's not that. I'm just not convinced.
They don't have all the tools. They'll tell you unless you're Don. Shout out Don, but they'll tell you that they don't have a goalie and they're worried about the center back because Colwell's out. But
that's it.
At the end of the day, I think with Chelsea fans, as much as they rate their team, don't.
Link, I think you're on mute, bro.
Yeah. Your volume just went mad, Link. We can't hear you. Yeah, what's it called? That's Bowley, bro. Bowley's not liking that news, bro. Bowley straight up gets in there. As soon as everyone starts talking trash about Chelsea, Bowley just comes in on the slide. Look, I'm saying we need to allow these Chelsea fans because we need to hold them to the same standards that they hold their club to, you know? We should buy into their hype. They are good. They are world champions. You get me? That's what they do. They win. They spend money and they win. So shouldn't we just believe them? When they tell us Cole Palmer's the best player in the Prem, shouldn't we just believe them? We should believe them, no?
No, what they've moved the goalpost now, isn't it? So he's the best number 10 in the Prem.
What's the name? Cucurella's the best left back in the Prem. Like they got the best midfield in the Prem. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like why shouldn't we buy into this hype that they've been talking? Why not?
Because we saw what happened on Sunday, man. I'll tell you what, Palmer hasn't been able to get to that level he was 2 seasons ago, right? He's not as constant as he used to be. He's going to be a very huge factor if they're really going to
fun Chelsea fans.
But I'll tell you what, I don't see Chelsea getting top 4 this season. I watched the first half of that game. I watched the second half, to be honest. But that first half,
top 4, did you say?
I don't see them getting top 4.
Nah, come on. Relax,
I don't.
Relax.
Well, bro, I think it's obviously Arsenal. I think it's Arsenal. I'd put Arsenal in there. Liverpool, obviously. City, obviously. But then, the top 4 spot. I'm not totally convinced that Chelsea's going to run away with it. It could be, be Spurs, bro. I saw more from Spurs.
That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful.
I'm
not even going to lie.
I saw a Chelsea fan on here, you wouldn't be saying that. I know for
you're basically saying that because obviously Chelsea's made some signings this season. They have improved. They've got that Gittins in. They've got the 2 strikers in. I get that. The midfield looks more solid.
Doesn't the world champions mean anything to you?
Nah, man, fuck that. If Tottenham get Eze,
that's still Tottenham will be a good side. It doesn't mean that they'll be better than Chelsea.
Is it the first time Tottenham have had quality players and choked? Is that what you're going to say?
Exactly. It's been a while that had kind of players. It's been a while.
It's not the first time they've had quality players and still managed to fuck it up. So let's not make it sound like there's not a possibility.
They've got a decent team, man. Kudus was cooking as well. I think he's going to be different. You get Kudus in there and Eze in there, bro.
And we all know Richarlison always has a little purple patch and gets them excited and then goes back to the old him.
Link, I know you're saying it's disrespectful, but bro, judging it off last season as well, you can't just sit there and tell me Chelsea are going to 100% make top 4, bro.
What? What do you mean judging it off last season? That makes no sense if you're putting Tottenham into it.
No, but I'm not saying that.
Thank you. Great point.
I'm saying Tottenham's actually changed their team as well, but they've got a new manager in now.
Chelsea signed like 4 players, no?
Chelsea signed 5 players. They have a 6 on the way. I'm getting that number wrong, but they do have another player. They
probably signed more players than fucking 5. I think
they signed 49 players in 4 years.
That's what I was gonna say. They've probably signed more players.
Regardless of the trivial nominal number of who they've signed, they have added to their team, their actual first team, and they have improved their striker position in their eyes, and they've added depth to that striker position. So
I'm just saying it's a little bit too soon for me to get giddy on
a little bit
Chelsea.
too soon, but you want to give Thomas Frank and Spurs the credit of jumping from 15th to 4th. Is that what we're doing?
Bro, I'm just saying
after one game, if you're going to apply that logic with Spurs, you have to apply it.
I'm just saying, don't expect Chelsea just to run away with it.
Why would I expect Chelsea run away with what?
The top 4, the 4 position.
They will, because I don't think
they will. They'll comfortably get top 4. They'll get comfortably.
Chelsea?
Yes.
I don't think they should be challenging for the league, but they'll comfortably get top 4.
I think it's going to be some good.
I'm holding Chelsea fans to the same standards that they hold, so I'm going to say they should go for the league. Fuck it.
And you have to take that into account as well. No Chelsea fan, any Chelsea fan that will talk to you on stream will laugh at you if you say they're struggling for top 4 this year. They'll laugh at you. They would not even entertain this segment.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. Just because they think that they're 100% getting top 4 and winning the league, that means shit to me, bro. Like, I need to see you do it. I need to see you actually perform and play well.
So why should we not say anything that you said?
Judging it off, because, bro, I'm going off what I've seen so far. What I've seen so far from one game. Listen, what I've seen so far from one game, and not only that, I'm judging it off how Tottenham have got a new manager in and the type of players that they've brought in this season. I see them improving a lot.
But
I don't see them just having another season.
Narrative with Manchester United. So where is the budget?
We haven't improved. We've improved as well. I don't even know where we're going to finish today. This season, I'm predicting us to finish anything between 4th and 6th. That's what I'm saying.
100%.
So you just sitting. So
Hundred
you're
Fourth
telling
and
me,
sixth, M.
bro, I
let
swear
me-
to God, bro, I'm not
Kool-Aid,
seeing
Kool-Aid.
eighth,
So
ninth.
So what these Man United fans are telling me is that Chelsea is in the
Fourth
same
and
group
sixth.
as Tottenham as Man United. The
I
clubs
think
that
they
were in
are.
17th and 15th, right?
I think
The
they are.
clubs that
No,
know
no,
they
but
still
not
need
just
other
that.
additions. The
Link,
clubs that
even
have
when we played
managers that
Chelsea
haven't been
last
able to get
season,
their
bro, they
chemistry
didn't
into
roll
their
us over,
side.
bro. When we
It
played
doesn't
Chelsea
matter if
last
they
season,
will.
they did not roll us over, bro.
You
Like,
struggled
we
with
had
Bournemouth
the
and
worst
Brentford
season
last
ever,
year.
bro.
You
Huh?
struggled
You
with
can
Bournemouth
even
and Brentford
take
last year.
points
I
off
don't
a
want to
dead
hear it.
Arsenal, bro.
Bro, it's crazy because you lot keep going back to last year on our team and our
No,
performances.
it's not
Yeah,
just about your
that was the
team.
worst season, bro.
No,
We were
that's
fucking crap
Mar.
last season.
Mar, it
I
has
do
nothing
see an
to do with
improvement
you in
this season.
isolation. It has nothing to do with you in isolation. It is the fact that you're trying to apply certain context to Chelsea and why it won't work, and then you're applying that same context to Spurs and United why it will work.
That
It
will
No.
work.
doesn't make
I'm
sense.
just saying it's.
Right.
I'm saying
You
it's in
can't
the
say
air.
new
I'm saying
manager
it's
bouncing
in the
forward,
air,
new
and
signings
I'm
is going
not
to make
sure
you
that.
better than Chelsea.
I don't think. Brother, this is my opinion. I'm gonna tell you the truth. This is just my opinion. I don't believe Chelsea are gonna get top 4 comfortably this season. That's all I'm saying. I think Spurs are gonna have a run in, and I think Man United are gonna challenge for that as well. But then again, obviously, Kunle, you actually said it yourself. They should be winning the league and they should be finishing top 4. But from what I'm saying, from what I'm seeing, I'm not convinced. That's literally
Jay,
it, bro.
Jay,
Listen,
I know I'm not the host. Can I ask you how you feel about your
Yeah,
squad
tag him in
relation
for this.
to-
I was
how do I feel
to
about
Spurs,
going
Chelsea?
about
Chelsea versus
Chelsea?
Spurs.
Big up Jay, by the way.
Well, Chelsea versus Spurs. What's going on, boys?
Okay, so let me explain the context. Do you think you reckon Chelsea, Spurs, and Man U are in the same group this season in terms of expectations?
I think Chelsea are like the bottom of the City, Liverpool, Arsenal group.
Especially
in a
position, right?
Yeah, we're in a different group with like Villa, Newcastle, United, like
Fair
those
enough.
teams.
No,
Thank
fair
you,
enough.
That's how I see it.
Fair enough, bro.
Hey, Jay, hear this.
Hold up. What he's trying to say?
M saying, man, you can sneak 4th this year. He reckons they can
Oh,
sneak.
No, I said 4th and 6th.
my thing is
4th and 6th.
but my thing is
don't try it.
my
4 was one of those numbers. There was 4 was one of those numbers.
The thing I've always said about the first game in the season is don't ever, no matter how tempted you are, put too much stock into the first game. Yeah? You can't. It doesn't make sense to run whole season-long narratives based on 190 minutes. Impossible.
No.
As tempting as it is to do, you can't do it. You can just see potential patterns, potential things beneficial. Cool. So with me,
Link, stop fucking nodding your head. Link,
He said.
You weren't saying, Jay. Link weren't saying all this shit before you came, and he's trying to be buddy. Oh yeah, my buddy, man.
Like it was preseason.
No, he said it wasn't about yesterday's game because these narrative about sports actually started even before the season started, right?
I'm talking about his narrative about Arsenal.
Manager, they got new players. They look like they're going to do something this season, right?
Well, there's no data. There's no data to support the opinion yet.
Oh, obviously, it's just based on quantifiable evidence.
Exactly. So 190 minutes is still not enough data, is essentially what I'm saying. So with Chelsea and stuff, it means all the positive stuff that people were saying about Chelsea going into the season, that doesn't go away because they drew with Palace at home. Do you see what I mean?
No. I have never been worried about Chelsea. I think it's going to take them some time to actually click as a team, right? And I think
they're world champions.
So click from what POV when you say I'm not worried about you, as in is this 15th place Man United saying to like, you know, the context of when you say I'm not worried about Chelsea? I'm just curious what you mean.
I'm not worried about Chelsea.
Wait,
he means them winning the league, not challenging with them.
Since you want to go there.
No, bro, I'm not. I'll be honest with you.
That was a very good question.
Let me answer it. Let me answer it. Since you want to go there, this is not a head-to-head thing between Chelsea and Manchester United, right? Obviously, if you guys are performing woefully, it is to my own joy, to my own happiness. Same thing with Arsenal, right? So if you guys finish outside top 4, even if I finish 16th, I don't give a shit. I'm just happy you're not going to Champions League, right? Obviously. So if I'm saying that I'm not worried about Chelsea, I don't think Chelsea are going to be that guy or that team that's going to give me sleepless nights to say, oh, shit, they're getting better than us and blah, blah, blah. Yo, Chelsea
are you going to finish above Chelsea?
Are we going to finish ahead of Chelsea?
Yeah.
Most likely not.
Okay, so if you're telling me
that
you don't think you're going to finish above Chelsea, why don't they worry you? Because by sheer logic, if they're
because I don't want Chelsea to be happy.
I think that
I don't want them to be happy. And I'm
Get
not
into
worried
the
about
root
that.
of it.
That's what I'm trying
Thank
to
you.
say.
no, but
This
it's
is not
more than
this
that.
conversation. This is Chelsea in isolation. I don't want Chelsea to be happy. Same way I don't want Arsenal to be happy. Arsenal will never be happy because they'll never win the league. Right? I don't want them to be happy, so I'm not worried about that.
these comments are from a place of hate.
Yeah. And
No, bro, because I hate Arsenal. I hate Arsenal. Bro, I hate Arsenal and I hate Liverpool more
If I'm
than
being
Chelsea,
objective,
bro.
Thank you, Jay,
I'll tell you
for
what, I
getting
think Maresca is a very confused manager. I think all the personnel that he has in his hands will be even a bigger problem for him, right? Because he's going to find it very difficult to name the same starting 11 week in, week out. He's going to keep rotating every now and then. And that's going to be a huge problem for Chelsea. It might seem as like a plus that, they have a lot of players, but what happens when these players don't play together every time? It happened to us 2 seasons ago, right? Ten Hag. He named a different lineup for I think 20-something straight games in our defense.
Yeah, but that's not what's happening at Chelsea, really. They've got kind of a consistent core of players now, really.
Really?
You see on a week-to-week basis.
The base in midfield of Caicedo and
the midfield,
Enzo, Cole Palmer.
They have about 7 regular starters.
Yeah.
Well, with Reece James fit,
and that's enough to kind of build a team.
They've got Colwell out. They need to sort out that defense. They got a dodgy goalkeeper. So, bro, it's not like they're
Hey, did you not see Sanchez in the World Club final? Don't do that.
He played good. Look,
don't do that.
Why do you do this, bro? It's like
he's
had how many mistakes did he make last season? When you want to bring up that one game?
Whoever fucked up hands
I think you're glitching, you know.
No hands. No one ever didn't fuck up, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? No one did.
No, I can't. I think your screen's glitching.
I'm glitching?
Yeah.
Looks like it.
Who, Link?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Onto you, bro. Bowley's onto you, bro. I'm telling you. When you start talking shit about Chelsea, that's when it started.
But this is can anyone hear me well?
We can hear you.
We can hear you. Just can't see you.
All right, that's fine. Who cares? But no, you look at you're hot, right? And Chelsea fans are hot too, but Kunle's being champions. So that's what the SDs are saying. The sporting director's like, nah, we're good. We got Sanchez at home.
No, I know, but it's true what you said, Link, as well. The Chelsea guys that I talked to, they're all predicting themselves to. Some of them are saying we're going to win a Champions League. Some of them are saying
rightfully
some of them are saying top 4 is 100%. I get that, but bro, nothing's
They can win the Champions.
But the thing is the one thing I'll say about that is it comes down to kind of draw. I feel like the 5 English representatives. Is there 6? There's 6 English clubs in the Champions League, is it?
I think so. Yeah.
This year, yes.
Five.
6.
Top 5 in Spurs, no?
Yeah, 6.
Yeah.
Wait, hold up. 6?
There's 6 this year.
Right, so listen, those six Premier League clubs, they're trouble for most of the other teams in the competition.
Let's take it away from you, remember? Sorry,
all of them. Yeah, so I'm just looking at it like matchups. Chelsea can go deep in the competition because if they're playing like other teams outside of England, not many teams are matching their intensity and energy. So I think they can do well in the Champions League. I'm not sure about their week-to-week consistency. But with this league, I don't know who's going to win this league. Like people say, who's going to? I don't know. I genuinely have no idea. And it's because it's just about who's going to be able to, the margin, probably Liverpool, because they've got more firepower. Yeah. And this season looks like already it's going to go down to marginal games. Marginal games, you might go 50-50 with some teams. Can you get over the line? You know what I mean? And out of the top 4, it's like who's going to be able to deal with that? I feel like Arsenal's margins, I expected them to increase. with the work that they've done. I'm not quite seeing it yet. I think they need to quickly make sure, like, when the season goes on, that they're going to be able to get over the line. United's a great start because they didn't play well, but it's just that Liverpool, to be nearly level in the 90th minute to then go on and score 2 goals. That's
they
flexing.
can do that, bro. Yeah. They've done it last season as well.
That's what I'm saying. You know what? Anytime, anywhere.
Liverpool
money in the bank. Anytime, anywhere. We're cashing in.
We got a goal off the bench.
And you know what? Wait, hold on. Talking about champions, have people written off City too early? Because I've not heard anyone really talk about City. People are talking recklessly
because
City,
you can't look
recklessly
at this
about them. I've heard that it's madness to me.
It's because but this is status quo for City. You're not going to see City struggle against these bad teams. That losing streak that they took last year, that that was an outlier. But if you look at City, they're not going to struggle against Wolves. They're not going to struggle against the Leeds of the world. It's against these bigger teams. And that's why a Chelsea, a Liverpool, a Spurs, and Arsenal should not be afraid of City. Because if you handle your business in the other games, no one here is, even United, no one really here is worried about a City in a one-off game, especially at home.
This is mad, you know.
Are you worried about?
Hey,
Are
this
you
is
worried
Pep
about
Guardiola.
City at Arsenal? Are you
His
worried
wife
about City
is
at the
back as
Emirates?
well, and in
Cool
the end, you know, his wife
Cool
is
nut.
back in the end, you know.
His
Cool
wife is back in the ends, you know.
Yeah, bro. Hey,
Are you
none of
worried
those
about
problems
City
that
at
had
the
him
Emirates?
scratching up his face last season. It's not going to happen like that.
Are you
He's
worried
there to
about City at
cuddle
the
him and
Emirates?
look after him at night now.
I'm not.
He's
Look,
cool.
do
He's
you know
cool,
what, Link?
calm,
To answer your
collected,
question, bro,
set.
because Kunle's not going to answer. I think on a one-on-one game, obviously, you probably aren't worried about City as long as you can, you know, keep them out, and because they are dangerous, bro. They can score goals. But I get it. On an isolated game, maybe not. But consistency, I think they can blow away the lower teams.
They can go on a 10-game winning streak.
Do you know what I
and
mean,
that.
bro?
Yeah,
But not if one of our teams are in that 10 games, is my point.
Yeah, but listen, but look at this weekend, City Tottenham, great opportunity to see
That's
where
going to be a
both
big
teams are
game.
at.
Yeah,
Exactly.
a big game.
Great
I won't be
opportunity
able
to
to
see
make
where both
predictions.
teams are at. I think we'll hurt them. Like I think we'll
I
hurt
do
them.
too.
Like, from watching them against Al Hilal and then Wolves, even just that first kind of 20 minutes against Wolves, it was like, oh, okay. And it's like Thomas Frank will have something for them. He's definitely going to have a plan for them. And I'm like, after watching us against PSG and against Arsenal preseason, I'm like, we match up well.
Bring it,
Doing
yeah.
all
Bring
right
it.
against good teams.
Bring it. You
Say
lot
it?
got a mental thing over City, so I can understand how you're a little bit pumped the chest and with a new
Nah, it's no, because I want to stress test some of these players. Nori, I'm not sure you're defensively going to be up to it against Kudo.
Thank you. Hey, spud me for that. I know we're
Yeah.
not going to agree on a lot this season, but still.
Yeah, Nori, let's see you against Kudos. Let's I don't know, maybe if Johnson's playing on the halfway line, let's see that high line. Just little things like if Cherky plays and we sit Sarr on him. I think it's an interesting game. I think City, obviously, I don't know how good City are this season. I think they're obviously still City. They've got a lot of firepower, but Wolves are dead. Like, if you look at Wolves' results, I think they've lost every game over the last 2 months. Like, end of last season.
Great, bro.
So
West Ham are worrying me as well. I think they're going to go down, bro.
yeah, so I think I actually think West Ham will be. I look at Brentford and Wolves and
Brentford are definitely going down. Bro.
maybe Burnley. Like,
Brentford.
I just don't know. At least
Burnley played all right. Even
Look at the amount of confidence a cup win gives you. You're telling us which teams are getting relegated. Look at that. You gotta give it to him, man. Big up to Spurs, man. Big up to Spurs, man.
He's flexing now.
Big up to Spurs, man. Big up to Spurs.
Me saying
Man
Burnley
said bring it against
down
City.
as arrogance.
That's what he
You
said,
know what I mean?
Hammy.
They don't
He
want
said
me to have fun.
Now have enough fun, bro. Enjoy it because you don't know how long this little segment is going to be on for. So enjoy it to the fullest.
What Tottenham winning trophies? I think
Yeah,
this is step one, bro. This is the game. I think we should all get used to it.
You were teasing it the other night, and
listen,
you were holding the trophy.
You were
holding that trophy.
But I'm seeing Romero signing 4-year contracts. He's saying, I see the project, I back it. He's like, I back the project. I'm seeing.
Would you be surprised if he leaves in the summer?
Project. Gibbs White said, I back the project. All these guys, they're saying, I back the plan they're getting shown. Established Premier League players looking to take the next step. You're like, come here. We'll do you know what I mean? We know what we. So I'm like, listen, calm. Let's see how it plays out.
So, obviously, based on the back of winning a European trophy, solid start to the season with a 3-0 home win, no goals conceded. R9's looking sharp.
Should we talk a tiny bit on that goal?
We can. Because he's got
goal
one
of the
those.
season so far.
Everyone on the panel, don't keep it a buck. Richardson's got one of those this season in him. Let's not try and sleep on that.
At least one.
Yeah.
I'm more surprised of Kudos, bro. He had such a good game, bro. He was up and down that wing non-stop, bro. He was defending, he was putting in challenges, he was getting the ball running up the whole pitch. No one could get close to him, bro.
Bro, the thing with Kudos is before the season, like I was like, Semenyo's my number one target. Like I think Semenyo's the guy, and I was like, Kudos. I didn't feel it, Do you know what I mean? I
Yeah,
felt
I
he was
heard
a
you
little
were
bit of
talking
a...
reckless about him. I remember.
No, I wasn't. I was just saying that
You were talking a bit recklessly about him.
No, I wasn't. I was just
You
like,
weren't dissing him, but you were talking a bit reckless.
no, I said,
Come on.
you know, what I said was,
Hey, don't
I'll
make us
put
spin the
Bowen.
block. Yeah,
Matt,
carry on. Carry on.
I wasn't talking
reckless.
reckless. I just said Bowen was the
you were.
clear best player at West Ham, in my opinion.
Oh my God, I almost forgot about that. Oh
Yeah, Bowen
my
was the best player at
Kool-Aid.
West Ham. He is the best player at West
Thank
Ham.
you so much. So are we going to revisit that
We
conversation?
can revisit it, bro. We can revisit it, bro. Like, at the end of the day,
Okay.
like, I'm saying right
'Cause
now,
I was defending your boy.
listen, I'm saying Kudus right now is showing good levels, but it's been a couple of games. Bowen, week in, week out, has been excellent for West Ham in the last 3-4 years. So all I'm saying is,
You're not ready to admit defeat yet. You're not ready to admit defeat.
No, I'm gonna say week in, week out, bro. I think this year you're gonna see Bowen struggle, bro.
Maybe, but my point is, it's just looking at Kudus. It's like you've got Frank, and Frank is a great platformer of attackers. I've always said it. Like, in terms of, if you look at all the attackers that Frank's got his hands on, Visa and Buemo, Ben Rama, Watkins, even Mope's best moments of his career came at Brentford. So I'm saying he's always getting the best out of the attackers. He always knows how to platform these attackers. So it's no coincidence to me that Richarlison, he's getting him fit, and now he's starting to score goals. Now he's starting to, play well against good teams. And then you've got Solanke too. And now it's all of a sudden, it's like, these are £50 million, £60 million investments. So if you make the argument that we need them to start showing that value of player in their performances. And that's why you bring a manager like Thomas Frank in, to get the best out of players, so you show the quality of your scouting. Your scouting is only as good as how good the manager platforms and the players perform together, right? So, we brought Frank in to do this. Hopefully he can improve our players, but he's even saying now we need quality. And you're looking at, Eze's looks done. So you're looking at Eze, Paulinho, Kudus.
Does it look done? Does it?
It looks pretty done.
Have we got here we go?
Not yet, and we're not quite here we go, but it looked everything was
positive. What happened to like being premature, right? I mean,
I think
so calm it down.
I feel like I'm just saying that, like, with
you lot did the same with Gibbs White, and we saw what happened.
I mean, Gibbs White is a once every 5.
Yeah, I heard Levy's being a bit stingy with the money. You better have a word.
Nah, we're spending, bro. We're spending, bro. Eze's what 55 in add-ons, they're saying.
I don't know. If 55 is easy for the European champs, then pay the money, innit? Must be the salary, man. It must be the salary, man. He wants 200. You're saying 130.
You're saying that like you don't have world championship money and you need a centre back.
I'm not saying you haven't. I'm saying just pay the money, innit?
This ain't about Chelsea, Jay. This is about Spurs. Focus. This is about Spurs. Focus.
Okay.
Come on, man. Pay the money, brother. Pay the money. Have a word with your boy.
Yeah, if we Prem proven, the more I watch Kudus and Paulinho and stuff, the more I'm like, I understand the Prem proven gimmick. Like, there's something nice about getting like good Premier League players that can perform straight away. Do you know what I mean? Like, fucking FM League on Star of the Month. Do you know what I mean? Give me a Premier League Barclays man.
Or
a bread and butter 24, 25-year-old Barclays man. So that's what we're doing, bro. Bring Eze,
or random Brazilian from Ajax.
Bro, if we bring Eze in, like, I don't think people are ready for what that would look like in our team. Like, I think Spurs could explode with Eze. Like, he'd be such a
okay, so what can we expect if Eze does show up to? What can we expect for Spurs this season?
So like, did you ever watch Brentford? Did you ever watch Brentford and you see how Damsgaard played for them?
Yeah.
You can expect a better version of that.
No, but what do we expect in terms of league position if you get Eze?
Yeah.
I
think the thing is like, I'd be very confident that we'd win a cup, definitely, and we'd be top 5. Like with Eze, with Savinho,
top 5 in a cup, yeah.
With Savinho, if we get Savinho, I'll start talking little horse. Do you know what I mean? I'll start talking little horse if we get Savinho.
Little horse.
I think Eze would actually be better for you, though. I don't know why.
Shameless, yeah, I swear.
I think Eze would actually be better for you, though, bro.
No, for
The
sure. Because for me,
the confidence.
I reckon he's a better
like
move
it.
for Spurs than Arsenal because I don't want him to be wasted on the left wing for Arsenal. Like, although he can do a job and probably anything's better than Martinelli, but it's still not what we need on the left. If that makes sense.
Oh, you can just play Wanyeri off the left, man. Play Wanyeri off the left.
I don't mind him on the left as much as
We're not going
everybody
to talk
else.
about us again. We're talking about Spurs.
Sorry, go. But yeah, listen. Confident. I think City game is going to be really good. I'm glad
that's going to be a good test, man.
We got that whacking by Bayern in pre-season is perfect because it made Frank a little bit more cautious. Just like, hey, we're not there yet. So I know Slovenia is no chance they're selling us before we play City, but yeah, man, we just need if we get Eze over the line for the weekend, that'd be great. And then just maybe one more attacker. I'm not totally convinced going the whole season with.
What about like this guy? Sorry to interrupt you. What about this guy? Tell.
Well, he's. You know what? It's like with me and Tal. He's a young boy, so he's finding his way. It's expensive. Like I don't like the fact we bought him. I think it's poor squad management that we had Oliver. And we want to get Savinho, so why did we get Tell as well? It to me, but if the club see him as being a top player, then we have to trust Frank's going to get the quality out of him. Like how long it takes is how long it takes. I'm not really stressing it.
I see him being on loan in January.
When is Sri Lanka back?
He's back. He's back.
He's back?
Sri Lanka is fit now.
Oh, Sri Lanka's fit, yeah.
Yeah, he's fit. He's just easing him back into the team. That's it.
Yeah, he came on.
They got R9 anyway, Ibrahim. Don't worry about it. They got R9 hot and fire.
Because people are sleeping because people aren't deep in that. When Spurs get Eze, calm, but Spurs have Maddison out with an ACL and Kulu out as well with a knee injury.
Quickly though, before we close the Spurs segment, Hanif, quickly, do you think Thomas Frank has actually now unlocked Richarlison? Or is this the same old purple patch Richarlison as we're used to seeing every season?
No,
I'm asking Hanif, not you, Jay.
Okay.
I'll be honest. I did watch the PSG game, and I was very impressed with the way he led the line. I saw a disciplined Richarlison, and I thought he had an all right game on the weekend. He was phenomenal, and I just think it. You know, it feels like a new manager bounce for Richarlison. He's probably the manager he needs to get the best out of him. Whether he stays as the number 9 at Tottenham in the long term will be interesting to see. But I don't know. He's just one of those players that's willing to get stuck in. And if you can get a few goals for Tottenham, I'll be honest. I think that system, the current system, the Thomas Frank system, suits Richarlison more than it does Solanke. I don't think you're gonna get I don't think you'll get out of Solanke what Richarlison's doing for the team. You're gonna have to change it. You're gonna have to supply the balls in a little bit more. Where Richarlison's a bit more mobile and he's a bit more agile. So, but no,
I guess
I
that's
think you'll
something
get
new
10,
for Spurs, having those type of options. Though that's something new. That's a good option, I think. Having different styles of 9s. It's a good option.
I don't know. I think the problem that Spurs are gonna have, after looking at their transfer window at the moment, they've only got 4 or 5 in. They got a couple of centre backs in. They got 1 forward. And they kind of need a really good player in Eze. I think they're going to struggle in the Champions League in terms of the amount of games that they're going to play because I don't know if they're going to have the quality to play in the Premier League and the Champions League. I think that's the issue that Spurs are going to have because they've not done enough business. So if they're only getting quality, that's fine. But because you're in European competitions, it's going to have a knock-on effect on something because Spurs are going to want to qualify. And if you're going to want to qualify, you're going to be playing a lot of games. When you're playing a lot of games, unfortunately, you're going to suffer injuries. And it'll be interesting to see how Thomas Frank manages it all because I do think he's quality. But you don't have to be a quality manager to take over Spurs and to win him a trophy because I didn't think much of the last manager and he still won a trophy. So, it'll be, Thomas Frank's got a lot to live up to but at Spurs because it's a bit of a curse of a club. But, at the moment, it's going really well. You can only respect him.
Wow. The way you deliver words, Hanif, man, is so, brother.
It's excellent that he stuffed multiple insults in at the end after being quite praiseworthy through the whole segment.
I never insulted you though. Did you rate your former manager?
Nah, you're
Yeah,
right.
you
Andrew's
rate your
alright.
former
He wasn't
manager.
bad. I liked him, bro. I liked him.
What? Jay,
It
you
was
finished
like,
15th, brother.
it was
I
fair.
like.
You
It was
finished
fair. It was
15th,
fair.
I
brother.
still, bro. But like, you lot were playing some good football. It's just you were conceding too many goals. That was the biggest.
Hey, guys, we're gone over time.
Come on,
We
Jay.
can't finish the show without spending at least 5 minutes on the fucking champions, innit? The inevitables.
okay.
But
You don't have
I
to worry
wouldn't
about us.
like they played on Friday. It was a long time ago, so we didn't need to go into that. They did what we know they do. But I do have a question, and before I'll let Link respond to what the panel say. But did Bournemouth show us that we can get at Liverpool's fullbacks this season, or am I tripping? The floor is yours.
Semenyo, brother. Semenyo, that guy were wicked on Friday night.
Shook?
Yes, no, yeah. I think,
Boys,
yeah,
you know what?
yes,
I was actually gonna
yes
go
and
on
no.
that.
Because the thing is that like one Liverpool were missing Gravenberch as well. Yeah. So if any team's missing their DM, it's gonna expose the team a little bit more. Yeah. But I think that goes to show. Okay, these two fullbacks probably can't play together against teams that have dynamic counterattacks. Do you know what I mean? As in, like, it's not even saying that they can't, but it's saying, would I risk it again? Do you know what I mean? Having two such attacking fullbacks, who drops, who sits. So essentially, you had three midfielders, and none were overly sitting. We saw on that counter attack for the goal, 4, like it was like 4 on 2, and you're 2-1 up.
Can I stop
Like
you?
it's like, yeah, sure.
Were either the new fullbacks on the field for that goal
No.
or the first goal?
Was Kirkes on that? Was he
Kirkes got yanked before that. Kirkes got yanked before either
Oh,
goal.
so okay. Well, the fact that he got subbed in the first place and hooked is probably
That's a different conversation.
No, but they looked worse when he came off. When Frimpong came off, they actually looked worse. Done that right?
But continue your point.
See, was it?
I agree.
Hold on. Did they look worse, or was it game state?
No, we look worse.
I think
The 10 minutes with Endo at right back, we look terrible, and that's what got them back into the game.
Okay, so does that now mean that like it's Frimpong? Like, so is Bradley injured or?
Yes.
So I remember saying on the stream, I was like, Bradley can't stay fit, for a whole season. So he's probably not giving you more than 30, 35 games across all comps.
But that's
based on the record. Yeah. So it's Frimpong for the rest of those games or Endo?
No,
See,
Gomez finished the game. But that's
Gomez
the thing. Gomez
Yeah.
got injured in preseason or right before preseason.
Gomez is going to be injured when you need him as well. Come on, let's be fair.
But if you're saying this, but if you look at it, Endo playing right back is probably the worst case scenario in that particular time.
But we're already at the worst case scenario in game week 1.
But we're not, because Gomez came on. You see what I'm saying? Like if you're saying, okay, right.
But did Gomez come on because Endo couldn't do it?
No,
yeah,
I think
Endo was struggling. Then they brought Gomez on after.
That's what I'm saying. So you went through 3 different right back options in one game.
That was a good try.
In one game, you went through 3 different right back options.
But you're looking at it the wrong way because of the substitution. It was because we put Endo into midfield, so it's not like you can't look at it that way and say, oh, well, we tried 3 people at right back. I think he wanted to get Endo on.
You technically did,
because you wanted Endo in midfield or because he was struggling at right back?
I think it was Slot looked at the game and said, instead of risking Gomez's fitness, put Endo on. It didn't work, so we said, I have to put on Gomez.
Mr. Link, you're shameless. I can't even believe what I'm hearing here.
No, I hear what he's saying. That's why I'm not sure whether you wanted versus.
But Jay, you got him on rope. You got him on the rope.
You know what I mean? Like versus tired, so move Endo into midfield, or Endo's getting cooked. We need to move him from right back. I don't know which chicken and egg.
But it's both, because if you look at our preseason, the other right back was Szoboszlai.
Yeah.
Right. So he can't keep works on.
Okay. No, but the thing was that was it. So he was basically saying, I dare not move Szoboszlai from this midfield in this game.
Yes.
So he was like, okay, this game. Yeah. So I get that. So he was like, so you were shuffling options in the game to an extent of like indicating that that's going to take a little bit of time to work out what the combinations and solutions are there, as when certain players aren't available, potentially. But he did a good job in working it out. But that 10 minutes that you're talking about could have cost you the game. in trying to work it out. In
Yeah,
real time.
Jay didn't though. That you got to give him that much. You know,
Oh,
regardless of what we think about
100%
Liverpool,
champions comeback.
yeah, I know, but they've got a lot of firepower. They just need they need a little bit of time for a few of their lads to settle.
It's that, and I think taking off that point or leading off that point, it's the rotations and the chemistry from the midfield back. Szoboszlai not being in the 10 isn't a negative because we have Wirtz, but it does affect how we press teams, and it does affect how we counter press teams. Then you add in the new fullbacks, the spaces are all messed up. So you can see problems, but those are problems that you would say are beginning of the season problems, and they're natural coming from a team that has so many players. And I don't know if Jay, if you were the one that said that we could have problems with integration. I know some people have tried to make that claim, but to my guy's point, and I forgot your name already, I apologize, but we won the game. So if we can win games while we're integrating players, then who cares?
Yeah, true.
I hear it.
Fair, man.
I hear it. Rules for Liverpool are different for other clubs. I hear it, man. But yeah,
they're winning it. They win. That's the thing. It's about winning. It's about winning, man.
As long as you win, no one should judge your performance. I lie. I hear it.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah.
I hear it.
Yeah.
I hear it. When it's Liverpool, I hear it. I hear it.
Nah.
Obviously,
I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it there.
Hey, but regardless, when you win, it's all that matters now. But only for certain teams. But anyway,
Yeah, that's easy for you to say, of course.
As I was saying, but what happened? I believe Wirtz is going to be a problem to this league. You know, like, I know not many people tried to diss that. Some people, I've heard people trying to diss that first performance in the league for Wirtz. Wirtz is just silky and he's simple. He doesn't do too much, but he does a lot at the same time. It's crazy.
See, my thought on Wirtz, I'm a huge Wirtz fan, yeah. But the thing about the Premier League, right, is that the Premier League, it exposes everything about a player at the highest level, you know, like thought, speed, everything. There's so many playmakers I've seen in other leagues, yeah. You can smashing it in like Greece or Portugal or Germany or whatever, and you take them and you put them in the Premier League, and they can't duplicate it because what? So maybe you need that extra yard of pace.
That won't happen to Wirtz, bro.
I'm not, no, but what I'm trying to say is what Wirtz will be able to showcase. It might not be. I feel like he will be a very good player, but I'm not sure like what that will look like on a consistent basis because he doesn't need to be the match winner.
Are you talking about numbers wise or?
Yeah, I mean, like I think he can help knit the game together and do all of that stuff. I think you've got to look at it as well as I really thought Liverpool's midfield last season was very well balanced. It was a very balanced three between the three of them. Yeah, you bring Wirtz in, you might get better numbers. But off the ball, you're losing something with Sobo. Do you know what I mean? That running, the ability to cover distance, he's the only one out of the three who does that the most, right? So what I'm basically saying is, I'm saying that if Liverpool want to just say, fuck it, we're better than you, we're going to show you we're better than you, we're going to dominate the ball, we're going to score lots of goals, and everyone's going to have a damn good time, you know, school of Ange Postecoglou kind of energy, then Liverpool are gonna have a good time. Yeah. They're gonna have a good time in Wirtz will, but I'm just looking at those games when teams want to turn it into a battle, where they're gonna turn it into a war zone when it's gonna be a dual central.
You don't think Wirtz will be ready for the battle?
But that's Slot's thing. That's why Kwanzaa's not at the club anymore.
Yeah.
You know, like, and the thing is with the ability that we have in our players, if you want to try and make it a duel, that's fine because now we have Wirtz who can play through the lines. If you want to try and press us, that's fine because Hugo and Salah are going to beat you in 1v1 situation.
Yeah.
Right. And let's not talk about what happens if we get Isak. Right.
Yeah,
so
we don't want to talk about that.
I think right now we're in the discovery phase of trying to solve problems that weren't necessarily taken advantage of at all times last year.
Yeah.
But the period to get to that point, there are problems in the short term. I agree with that, but I have blind faith in Klopp as a Slot as a Liverpool fan. Yeah. At this point, I have no reason not to.
Guys, on that note, we got to wrap up. Guys, we've gone a little bit over time today. We managed to sneak in all the top 6 on Watch, discussing all the different results. I was gonna go around and ask for some score predictions for next weekend, but I plan to do a show before then, so we'll figure that all out then. Don't forget to smash the like button, share, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you check out all the socials for the people that were part of the panel, guys. Panel, thank you for joining us. And we'll see you. I don't know. I'll let you know in the WhatsApp group, but we'll see you again this week. Hope.
All right, man. Cheers.
All right, then,
What's up?
people.
Liverpool in 36. You heard it here first.
Hey, is that what we're doing here? Is that what we're doing? Well, I've been trying to close the stream and end it for a while.